is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Up next, the Sprite Slam Dunk Contest. And there is no shortage of extreme, outstanding, wonderful dunking ability in this building right now, folks.
And when you have this kind of talent and everybody wants to have a good time, you know it's going to be a show.
Indeed, Clark, and who doesn't love the dunk contest? I mean, it's always one of the most anticipated events of the year.
What do you think, Clark? Is he going to have to save his best stuff for later, or will he swing for the fences, so to speak, right away?
Yeah, I don't think he wants to go for the home run right out of the chute. He wants to do something good and then build up from there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Clark. I mean, you want your last dunk to be your best one, but you still need to come with something. I mean, you got to get to the second round. So this is an important dunk. It's got to be a good one, but I think you got to save your highlight reel one for the end.
And now he's getting ready to launch, and
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with. Wow.
This was like a long jump because he had to go to the other side of the goal, Kevin. The ball bounces on one side, he picks it up, and he went through his legs. He went through his legs on that one, and then he still. Now that was slide and glide.
Glide, yeah.
That had both.
Well, that sounds like a song.
It was a song. That boy made some music with that one.
That's a good one. First attempt for him. He's the second dunker of the night here.
Just took it right off his head almost. And then, did he go through his legs? Did he go through his legs after he took it off his prop's head?
He jumped over the guy.
Oh, he jumped over. It was actually in one motion. In one motion, as he jumped over him, he was so high he was able to take the ball off of his head through his legs. That's what he did. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And third on stage, making his first appearance. Let's see what he's got for us.
Propeller action right there.
And he's a right-handed guy, I think. He went left hand with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's real sweet. That's real sweet.
So we'll see T. Got it. All right, Clark, here we go, and
the rating scale right there.
You're sailing in with your head to the back.
No, that is the best I've seen.
Lead with your back, man. Trying to look over where that thing is. That's tough.
That was wicked.
You've got a nice lead here at the end of round one.
yeah, he's definitely becoming the fan favorite right now after his first dunk. And he's going to want to have something really creative to show us next.
But there's a long way to go, and so he's got to pace himself, bring something good.
And we're back where we started. Let's see what he's got the second time around. All right, here he comes. A torque here, Clark.
Good torque. He didn't take it through his legs. He just kind of patted it. He faked it. Kind of like the fake behind the back pass. Tapped it and then threw it down, and he lost a little elevation there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he lost some elevation there. So he didn't get the same thrust that you like to see on the throwdown.
Tiring, you know it is?
Yeah, it is exhausting. I'm getting tired watching
I know.
that.
Think how much energy you got to put out there to do with these backdoor second dunk. Let's see what he's got the second time around.
The witch and the Wizard of Oz are a broom, and she was just, that's what that was. Yeah. That had a little bit of that flavor. Yeah, that had a little bit of that flavor to it. Man, that was a great imitation.
That wasn't me. That was a sound effect they just threw in.
Yeah, right.
That.
I'm sitting right next to him.
We'll see if he can step it up here on his second attempt.
I don't think he can afford to hold anything back, Kevin. He needs these points, so he's got to come right.
Yeah, anything. Oh, man. Cranked that.
Double clutch again. Took it down off the catch and then got it below his knees. I like that. Good elevation, timing, and then, boy, he threw it down with major thrust, too. I don't hear you saying anything, Kevin. What's your take?
Well, I had to watch it about 2 or 3 times right there, and I guess again,
you're not impressed.
It's okay.
Yes, you're not impressed.
Yeah, it's okay. He did nothing with the legs. I think when you're dipping and doodling, I think sometimes when all that's going on.
Yeah.
So we'll see T. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action.
Yeah, similar. Brings back memories.
Yeah,
that was strong. I like that.
That was good. You're right. That was good. Malone's got a tight contest with 2 players really putting on a show so far.
Well, they've matched each other here.
We're back to the top of the lineup. 3rd and final dunk. What do we got going on here, Clark?
It's good power here. He cupped it and then kept it coming. He thought he was going to get 2 hands on it, but he just cupped it all with 1, touched it with 2, and then threw it down.
The rim was rocking that time, too, so you talk about power.
Yeah, rim rock. Rim rock.
Some power.
He rocked the cradle and rocked the rim.
And with a sensational dunk here right now, Clark, you have to think he'll take the win.
Yeah, he's clearly in the lead right now after that strong start.
Well, the crowd's been behind him. I mean, this guy is electric. And so one more dunk, and I think he's got it.
Oh, I couldn't keep a handle on it.
And he was a long way away, too. Not even close there.
Yeah, messy attempt that time.
Second from last, his final dunk of the night.
Okay, high toss here, high bounce. And then a pretty good catch. A little maneuver mid-air on the catch.
Yeah.
Got it with 1 and then put 2 hands on it, so.
Okay.
Little pity pat. We call that a pity pat dunk.
Yeah, okay.
1 hand, the second hand got on it. And good elevation, but nothing ear-splitting there.
Yeah. So we'll see T. He's got the honors of being the final dunker of the night. You know he wants to end with a bang. And we get another now. Great to see him get in like that. It's a clean dunk. It's impressive enough. He's going to score well.
Oh, yeah, he'll get good numbers.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Everything you want in that.
Yeah,
Elevation, degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
And as you said, cleanly thrown down.
Very enjoyable. The votes have been counted. The results are in. And we can finally say it. This year's Sprite Dunk Contest champion is T.
Man, oh man, did he ever wreck the place. I don't know how he was able to pull off some of those dunks.
Me neither, Clark. I mean, there are not many guys on the entire planet with that type of ability.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some incredible dunks, incredible athleticism, and bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. Hello and thanks for joining us for the NBA All-Star Game. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan.
And you know, this game at the midway point of the season, Kevin, a chance to put aside some of the grit and grind and moan and groan mentality of the regular season. He's got to deal with Dwight Howard all game, and that is no picnic. D12 is strong, maybe the strongest big man in the league. He throws it down with force. He runs the floor. He's a fantastic shot blocker and rebounder. This should be fun to watch.
The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First, for the East All-Stars, Derrick Rose is out there with Kyrie Irving. We've got Smith, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Howard in at the 4 slot. And then for the West All-Stars, Chris Paul is out there with Russell Westbrook. We've got Anthony. We'll be watching him boxing out, maneuvering for the easy baskets inside. They'll be counting certainly on his production. Then it's Malone, and it's Durant in at the 4 spot.
Well, I guess you'd call this weekend maybe the greatest pickup game on earth. Does that make sense, Clark?
It sure does, and I agree with you. I mean, there's no doubt it tops the list, partner.
And here are the East All-Stars now.
The All-Star festivities always a big draw for VIPs, stars, and celebrities, and I see quite a few in the house tonight.
Yeah, really a festive atmosphere around this event and this weekend. There's just so much going on, both on and off the court.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Howard dishes to Rose. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And when the players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, you know, they've just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment. But for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star Game, especially in the first half.
Well, there's a reason he's one of the top scorers in the league. Melo is so versatile offensively. He gets in that triple threat position, and then it's a kind of a pick-your-poison dilemma for the defender.
Well, he's got a honey-sweet stroke as a jump shooter. He's equally dangerous putting it on the ground or attacking the teeth of the D or going over top of a good defender. We've seen it all the way back at Syracuse. This guy has gotten better with time, and he's one of the elite scorers we've seen in the league in a while.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, earlier I spoke with the head coach of the Eastern All-Stars. Talking to Coach, he said that this is one of the few times he's not had to worry about defense hitting into a game. Coach said, it's nice knowing that the more scoring there is, the better it is for the game. And the better it is for us, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Back to Westbrook. The dish to Malone. Pass to Durant. Gets an open look and hits. Durant's got his first basket of the night.
A lot of great stories for all of these players, but he's definitely been one with a standout season, Clark.
You know, Steve, I've loved watching his tenacity. He's had a clear sense of focus. He's brought his A game on a consistent basis, night in and night out. I mean, he's been a huge factor for this team this season.
On defense, the East All-Stars. Into Malone. Anthony, the pass to Malone. And good counter. Before I forget, guys, what did you think about his comments in the press conference after the last game?
I have no idea why you would go out and proclaim yourself the best scorer in the league. It's okay to think that, but keep that to yourself. Nobody wants to hear about how great you think you are 24/7.
Yeah, especially your teammates, Clark, and I think that's the danger here, especially when you're talking about scoring. You know, if you're talking about your defense or your rebounding, that's one thing, but you know, when you talk about scoring, now all of a sudden your teammates start to wonder, you know, is he going to pass me the ball if I'm open?
Howard kicks to Irving. They need this. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Paul dishes to Durant. Malone. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Irving drives in. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Anthony. Working on Smith. Ball outside. Into Malone. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 6 points for team.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Rose passes to Howard. Back to Rose. Takes it from 10, and the shot is good. Rose has got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Durant attacking, tipped, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Rose. Throws it up high. And slammed in by Howard.
Well, not the usual defense that Howard faces during the regular season on that play.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wanted to get in his way that time.
Back to Westbrook. Kicks to Durant. Dishes to Paul. Off target from outside. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
Tell you what, they've done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Outside Irving. Howard. Outside Rose. He kicks it to Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Well, you know, you always want your side to win, but I think it's pretty common that we don't see too many fouls in these games year to year.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, I think we usually see a few here and there because guys are also reacting based on instinct, playing the game similar to how they know how to play basketball. But aside from that, you usually aren't going to see too many whistles.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving kicks to Rose. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Howard. Pocket 6. Count the bucket. And it's a 5-point East All-Star lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark. Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
It's a close game here in Houston. Rose against Westbrook. Rose kicks to Howard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Going against Howard has been a big issue for them. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Durant kicks to Paul. Into Malone.
Just listen to the noise these fans are making for him.
Yeah, I think he may be as well-liked here as any player across the league.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Outside Rose. And Durant sends it back. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That's good. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively. But what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Westbrook kicks to Paul. There's the 3. East grabs the miss.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Rose attacking the dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Anthony. Anthony Davis comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Chris Paul. Irving dishes to Rose. Irving sets a screen for Rose.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's all-star play at its best.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. John Wall's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor. Well, as you'd expect, not much defense being played.
Yeah, that's one for the fans. I mean, the fans want scoring. That's what they're going to get tonight.
Rose passes to Howard. Feeds to Wall. Outside Rose. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 9 points for Derrick Rose. Steve, you talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an all-star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Josh Smith. And so that's the end of the first half. East All-Stars lead by 9.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And on one of the great nights of
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And a great first half of basketball it was.
That's been a lot of fun. We'll see if they can take it up a notch here in the second half.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking. Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Malone kicks to Anthony. Outside Durant. He passes to Paul. The feed to Carmelo. Back to Paul. Malone puts up a three, and the shot is good. Malone's got 13 points.
It's kind of fun. We don't usually get to see that in the regular season, do we, Clark?
No, you're right. I mean, hey, if he could make it like that all the time, I'm sure we see him bury the triple a bit more often.
Irving attacking. Here's Smith. Offensive rebound. Rose. The rejection by Paul. There's the pass to Malone. Back to Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Anthony dishes to Malone. Stolen by Rose. Right side Rose. Irving. That three off the mark.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. He dishes it to LeBron. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year, the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away. Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to Malone. It's Durant on the wing. Makes the lead pass. And slammed in by Malone.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Rose with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Rose off the pick from Smith. Here's Rose. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on LeBron James.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
The West All-Stars have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And here's the East. 7-point differential. Smith with a screen on Paul. Always good for the alley-oop here. And Smith with the stuff.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Irving for three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Man, that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast, but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
Pass to Rose. Smith sets the pick for Rose. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Rose has got 11 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
He's not doing them any favors making it.
Poked away. It's stolen by Wall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the East All-Stars?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Both good from the line that time. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
Yeah, I agree. You got to make sure you take your time, but start to be more effective and efficient with each possession, and you got to buckle down defensively.
Hart down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Wow, just a total loss of concentration right there.
kicks to Rose. The dish to Howard. No luck. Some solid defense here from Malone.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
Down low. Here's Rose. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Westbrook with it. Malone passes to Westbrook. Kicks it to Carmelo. A three-pointer, no good. And here's the East. They're on a 16-7 run. LeBron with the screen on Anthony. And Durant with the block. And here's the fast break. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Westbrook against Rose. Irving kicks to Rose. To the inside. Tries to save it. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Here's Paul. Passes to Westbrook. Back to Paul. Dishes it to Malone. Comes up empty down low.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
LeBron with it. Guarded now by Durant. Off on the layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Malone misses.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look. Just lost it.
Hammer time! Hammer time! And you loosen up the defense quite a bit. This is what you see. An impromptu, spontaneous dunk contest.
The players really getting the chance to show off their athleticism. You can see they're enjoying this. I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Outside Rose. Malone with the block. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Rose against Westbrook. LeBron kicks to Irving.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fellow on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
LeBron kicks to Rose. Pulls it up. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night. Here's West now. Trailing here by 8. Malone with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Malone. He's got 17 points and 6 assists. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Well, they have no answer for him at this point.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Irving kicks to Howard.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
He kicks it to Paul. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Paul. Takes a 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 6th assist on the night.
seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And one thing about him that might not show up in the box score, but is as important as anything else, is his leadership. I mean, he sets the tone for this team, and all of his teammates follow his example.
Beyond the arc, and the basket by Malone. And now just a 2-point East All-Star lead.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Not loose. Here's Paul. Power down with both hands.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
He feeds it to LeBron. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got 7 points for the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D-ing. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here. Because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Great open look there. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Anthony kicks to Paul. Feeds to Durant. The pass to Westbrook. Malone outside. He dishes it to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Paul's been great. He's got 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Howard dishes to LeBron. Smith with it. Now Anthony defending. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Westbrook kicks to Paul. Malone left side. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Rose passes to LeBron. In low to Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Here's Malone. Right side Durant. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, we've seen that before. These two teammates hooking up. They've got a lot of chemistry together, no question.
They certainly do, and it's fun to watch. I mean, they really know what each other is thinking.
Here's Durant. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the back.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Westbrook. Paul with the three. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, Paul's got him dropping right now for sure.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Now the feed to Paul. He passes to Westbrook. Into Malone. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here is Paul. Back to Malone. Count it!
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
7 seconds left in the fourth. Irving drives in. And stolen by Malone. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
Man, guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home for the rest of the season.
Of course, nobody too worried about the outcome in this game. They're just happy to have played in.
And we're happy to have brought it to you. So for Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching and good night, everyone.
You were a man amongst boys out there tonight. It must feel good to have such a nice game when you're playing with so many of the league's best players. Any quick thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed being out here, spending time with a lot of these guys who I usually only see for a little bit when we play against them. There's a lot I can learn playing with talent like this, so I see it as more an opportunity to improve my game above all else. To even be mentioned in the same breath with some of these guys, man, I just don't even know if I belong here.